Okay, I don't know it might be recording like upright but sideways.
I'm going to
Because
start
see how it's on the
maneuvering.
side?
Yeah, okay.
Okay. Is this good light?
Good enough for today. Should we turn those lights off over there?
Well, no, I don't know. I'll just bring these over a little bit. Tell me what you think. Oh, okay. Okay.
Hold it as far as I could.
Yeah, you did already. Okay. Is it in front? Should we move it this way a little bit? Is it equal? Or just.
I
Here we
think
go.
we're good.
Okay, okay. Rolling.
So we wrote, Sarah found this yesterday. Was it yesterday?
Or one of the days. Yeah, probably yesterday.
We wrote a story in high school together in a class. We were very bored.
Yeah.
And I turned the paper in and I got an A on it. It says 50 because it was worth 50 points. And we got an A. And I don't know how we got an A because we misspelled one of the words wrong. Or no, it was a different word than what it was supposed to be. But anyways, this is our story.
Yes, it's handwritten, but not even in cursive.
Well, it's part cursive, part.
Oh, yeah. It's your handwriting. That's not mine.
Well, I know, but this back here is both of us. Or is it just me?
That's just you just being. That's not my handwriting.
Oh, okay, so my handwriting changes.
Yeah, so does mine. But I can still tell mine's worse. Mine's way worse.
These are your pictures, though.
Yep, those are definitely
So Sarah did the drawings in the back,
mine.
and I
Look
wrote.
at what an artist I was.
wrote it. I know
At
you are
15
quite
was
good.
amazing.
So I'm going to read the story. It has some people in there that we know from high school. So we're just going to say we didn't. It's just a random name.
Yeah, we'll replace the names.
No, should we?
Oh, should
no,
we?
let's just keep
Okay,
it.
yeah.
They'll just laugh.
They'll laugh.
They're just going to laugh.
Funny.
Okay. So we were really bored. What class was this? Do you remember what class it was?
I am picturing the classroom.
What does it look like?
Desks.
It's
and it was like, okay, Corey was in that class with us.
Which Corey?
The one who got hit in high school and didn't recover.
Was this 9th grade then?
No, it was 10th grade before it happened.
Okay, so we have two cats that like to fight. That's in the background.
You might hear. You guys.
Well, they're just play fighting.
Yeah. He's just noisy about it. He thinks he's got to be. Let everybody know.
So this story is called The Princess Without a Name. And we just wrote this just for fun. And
Yeah.
I turned it in and we got an A on it. I don't know how that happened, but we did.
Because we're amazing and creative.
Okay. Okay, the cats are going to drive me crazy.
Hey. This is not the time for this. Thank you.
In a far-off land, in a kingdom far away, there lived the most beautiful princess, and no one knew her name. She was so wonderful that the king decided to have a competition of strength and courage and honor. In this competition, any man who entered would come across their greatest temptations. The one man who gets through the forest first wins the princess's hand in marriage. As only 4 entered, they set off to the forest. You're going to knock over my coffee.
No, I got him exactly square. I totally got him. Okay, we can start over.
Do you think they'll knock? Okay, we're going to start over.
Okay.
Do you want to read it? Okay. The Princess Without a Name. In a far-off land in a kingdom far away lived the most beautiful princess, and no one knew her name. She was so wonderful that the king decided to have a competition of strength and courage and honor. In this competition, any man who entered would come across their greatest temptations. The one man who gets through the forest first wins the princess's hand in marriage. As only 4 entered, they set off to the forest. There was the gingerbread knight, Sir Kevin, the young knight, Brad, the Nike knight, Sir Ludlow, and the Levi knight, Sir Corey. As all the men set off to the forest, when Brad had entered, it was as though he was in a different world. He came across a huge, wide, and spacious field, and there he saw the most beautiful woman in the world. As she was walking towards him, he was so out of it that he could only walk straight to her. As they arrived face to face, he dropped to his knees and clasped her hands in his, and he became speechless. My name is Lady Chastity. As he looked up at her, he spoke only but a few words. Thou art fairer than the heavens above, won't thou be mine? Although young Brad had lost the quest for the princess, he had won the hand of Lady Chastity. Now, mind you, we wrote this in one class period because we were so bored.
Yeah.
This is hilarious. Okay. Now across the forest to Sir Ludlow, the Nike knight. As he entered through the trees, he walked a while, and soon he came to a meadow. He came across the challenge of all challenges, the White Knight. They fought for all day and night and another day and another night, all the way until Sir Ludlow's Nikes had begun to cry out sweat. So Sir Ludlow forced the sword out of the White Knight's hand, and they started to wrestle. Then the White Knight bonked Sir Ludlow, the Nike Knight, on the head. But Sir Ludlow knew better than to fall down, so they kept fighting. Eventually, Sir Ludlow got the White Knight in a headlock and pulled off the White Knight's head armor and backed away. He had seen something he had least expected, for she was the most beautiful knight he had ever seen. My lady, won't you marry me? Won't thou marry me? Then he pulled off his head armor, and she saw how fine his cheeks were. She replied, I'm Lady Mariah. What do you think I'm going to say? That takes 2 out of the game. Now through the forest to the gingerbread knight, Sir Kevin the knight was struck by a wrench who had poked his eyes out. He could see that he was close to the end of the forest, but he decided to run into the river to smell good for the princess. Oh my gosh. As he came up out of the water, he saw the sorceress Mary Ann. She had felt bad for scraping at his eyes, and so she changed the water into medicine. She changed the water into medicine for him to see again. Since he could see her now, it was love at first sight. They decided to walk along the beaches of Utah Lake and go to Morp together. The last of them all, Corey the Levi knight, raced through the forest, ignoring everything in sight, and denied seeing anything beautiful at all. Sir Corey the Levi knight, with his 501s, won the heart of the princess, and they lived happily ever after. And then there's pictures.
No, the pictures are so embarrassing.
Okay, we won't show
Wait,
them
no,
again.
that's okay. We can, but I want to see what is this?
That's the rough draft.
Oh, that's awesome.
And I just took little
Yeah,
parts
see,
out.
so this is some of it is by this was that's hilarious.
I still did worlds instead of words, and I got an A. But these are the pictures. We had fun.
Yes,
That was 10th
I was
grade.
quite an artist.
I can't believe they let us even do that in class, and then we just did it for a different
Well,
class.
it could have even been like, I just am trying to remember what class we had together.
We had a lot of classes
Did
together, 'cause
we?
We could pick our classes.
We did try and choose our schedule together. It wasn't photo because
Did we have?
we
photo
didn't have
together?
that
I don't think
together
we
because
did.
that guy was weirdo. Remember?
No, that wasn't.
Um,
I had photo with Becca.